Hello everyone and welcome back to Slimeball RC. We're going to be unboxing a new toy today. It's a Team S Okiaten. Wait. Team S Okiaten. It's a Team S Okiaten. It's a reflex 14 reflex 14 it's a truck. You say truck, it's a truck right here. You say truck. It's 1:14 in the afternoon. It's verter. It's got 4-wheel drive. It's electric powered. It's off-road. Three-pan. Fuck. It's a truck. It's a truck right here. It's a truck from Team Okiaten. Some of you might have seen this before. It's Team Okiaten. Anyway, I don't know, man. Whatever. Team Associated. Reflex 14 MT. You know, it's getting close to that time of year. A lot of places are going to be doing a lot of sales. Horizon Hobby has this for $129 right now. My local might as well just be your Horizon Hobby catalog, only in person. Walked in there the other day and was like, oh, look, 130 bucks. I don't have one. Let's get one. So let's check it out. Which end do I want to, doesn't matter. All right, so 129 and it's supposed to be 215. Yeah, I mean, it's a 1/14 scale, brushless, 2S, you know, same old. They've had these things out for a good while. This and the buggy. Let me grab it real quick. Yep, that's what you do. This is the other one. All right. Forgot what I'm doing here. I screwed everything up. So anyway, this is the 14 Reflex B. So, you know, it's a 14 scale buggy. Team Associated. Plastic chassis, plastic, pretty much everything. Plastic, except for the adjustable turnbuckles on there. But we're not here to talk about the buggy today. We're here to talk about the truck. Yeah, let's talk about the truck. These have been out for quite a while. But, I mean, who doesn't like a brushless RC car for 130 bucks? Let alone an Associated. All right, let's just be real. Associated, you don't find anything Associated for 130 bucks except for, you know, t-shirt and stickers. So let's see what we got in the box. Yes, what the fuck do we have in the box? What's in the box? I definitely don't see a fetus or a head. So I'm pretty sure this ain't the same box. Nor do I see a box. Anyway, it's Saturday. It's Labor Day weekend. Speaking of Labor Day weekend, usually this would be my month to do a giveaway with the trifecta on TikTok. However, I dropped out of the trifecta. I dropped out of TikTok altogether. I'm over. I can't do TikTok. I quit. I'm done. It was a whole different world that I just couldn't. I'm a weak bitch. I can't take it. It's not my scene. It's not my gravitational pull. Call it aligning with the planets and stars, or call it that I'm a fucking quitter. Either which way it goes, it's cool. I quit TikTok. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. I didn't quit YouTube because I don't have to deal with people when I sit here and talk to a phone. There's just something so much better about the only noise being in my head is all the noise in my head, and that's it. So, back to the point here. We got bags, we got boxes. So let's check out what you got in that box. There it is. That's actually pretty cool looking. Actually, soft tires. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this is exactly the same as that. Because, and we all know how RC companies do it. Yeah, absolutely. Nope. But they are, well, yes and no. I see two discrepancies off the rip. Let me keep taking a look here. Nope, the chassis are different. They don't, at first glance, you wouldn't know it, but they are different. All right, take a look at those. Put them in the light. You guys see any differences? Look at it close. Right here by my pinky, the truck has a spur gear extrusion, like an Audi belly button, I guess. Look at the body line on the buggy. It comes out, dips in, the truck goes straight down. So the chassis are different in essence. Where that extruded belly button is right there, there is a piece bolted in on this chassis that is flat, but I'm sure there's not that much difference in the two. Wheelbase is exactly the same. Let's check track width. Track width is exactly the same. Control arms are exactly the same. Shocks are exactly the same. Front bumpers are not, obviously. Rear is not. We got a wheelie bar on the truck. We got a nothing on the buggy. Oh, shock towers are the same. Diff housings. These both have metal outdrive cups, metal dog bones in the rear, CVDs in the front. Plastic shock tower. I've seen that. Let me check this out. That's a hell of a wheelie bar. Like that's a good. This should be able to ride wheelies really well because it's not too far up, it's not too far down, and I mean, yeah, I like monster trucks. You know, we got pasties underneath our body pins, keep from scratching the body. Pretty good looking body. I like the blue, white, black, green. You know, I do like the wheels. Very reminiscent of the old MG8T. Big old fucking 8-scale monster truck, nitro powered that Associated had, 6 lifetimes ago. Really badass truck. All right, I'm drooling. Let's get into the bags. Like a true addict, I want to see what's in the bag. Show me what's in the bag. What's in that bag? What you got in that bag, bro? What you got in that bag? All right, we have 4 goodies in the bag. A bind plug. XP120 radio instructions. XP120 radio. Now, I don't know about you guys. I'm not real fond of these I'm not real fond of these Associated RTR radios. For 129 bucks, does it work? You damn right it does. 4 AA's. They're bulky, they're cheap. I mean, the foam grip is nice, the triggers, but I've not had a lot of good experience with these having very good range or staying bound to the receiver. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. I've had a lot of problem out of these stock radios. So that being said, who knows? Maybe we'll put the slime ball green hobby fans, whatever on this. Just for a reason to use that radio. Also in the box, you do get, I see a couple of parts and a whole shitload of parts. Let's see what's in the bigger one first. I always like to see the bigger bags. Small bags don't impress me much. Big bags, on the other hand, big bags is where the money's at. Again, small bags don't impress me. You got two different servo apparatuses there. You got the big fatty and then the helicopter blade looking one. You have the Reedy SC300BL manual. This is for the ESC and speed control. That's your little pamphlets on that. On the drive ratio. You got a little troubleshooting guide for said motor and ESC. That's cool. Remember we talked about them pamphlets. Got a little brochure in here for Associated Electronics. Some of the stuff they have out currently and or when this came out. You know, Ad for Reedy, the RB10, the Rival MT8, Apex 2, the Hoonigan series, the Enduros. You know, just a little, hey, we got more shit, buy some more shit from us. Cross wrench, as usual, and one lone battery scrap. I might need this later for erotic asphyxiation. I don't know. Then we have the Reflex 14 MT manual. Oh, look at that. She's cute. Later. Anyway, that's your diff breakdown. All your part numbers. So if this is your first and or you just decided you want to work on it or you broke it, bro, it's got a very large print breakdown, part by part, part numbers, what they're called, the millimeters, the sizes, their placement on the vehicle. The what do we have? Oh, we do. Okay, so if you get into turnbuckles, you happen to bust one, you don't buy them pre-made or whatever, it does have your specs for your turnbuckles, just everything. It's actually pretty intuitive. Shock build, shock layout, all the part numbers. Yeah, if you can't figure out how to take this one apart and put it back together, buy this book. It even tells you how to set the gear mesh. All right, like I still struggle with that sometimes depending on the model. Some models are different than others. Regardless of the pitch, whether it be 32, 64, mod 1, 0.8, just all the different, you know, when I got into this shit, there were three pitches that were mainly used in all RC cars. It was 32, 48, and 64. And it was really simple then to, you could look at it, that's 32 pitch. I need 32 pitch gears. Hey, that's 64. There's a lot of fucking teeth on that. I need 64 pitch. You had that middle ground with the 48 pitch. Now all the mods, 1s, 1.5s, 0.8s, 0.5s, 0.3s, 0.2s. Holy shit, what are we doing? How about you guys just make products that don't fucking break? Let's go with a standard. 8 scale, we can use mod 1. Everything else, let's go right in. 64 is very fine tuned. 32 is very coarse. Let's stick right in the middle. Let's go with some 48. That way we can get some high counts and we can, it's still, I don't know. Can we make it a little simpler so more shit will fit? Robinson Racing's got you covered no matter what you need. Anyway, so yeah, actually a pretty good manual. I say that because A, I can't read, but let's just take a look. Almost like you know what? This reads better than a fucking IKEA building instructions. Look at the dips. If you can't figure out how to do your dips with this instruction manual, good luck. I ain't gonna talk bad about you because I don't know you, but we all gotta learn somewhere, and this manual is a pretty damn good one to learn with because it's pretty clear, pretty straight to the point. You can look at the parts, you can look at the book, you can go, okay, that go there. Fail safe, idiot proof, cliff notes. What do we have in this other bag, bro? We got, wait a minute. I might be mistaken, and it doesn't say shit in here anywhere about this bag, but what I see Yeah, most definitely. All right. For sure. Fucking for sure. All right. So, parts. Okay, hold on. It's pretty interesting. All right, we have this tree. We have extra shock caps. Some of you might recognize those parts. You see what that is? Yeah, that's a fucking wing mount. Tie rod ends, shock spacers, and these right here. Okay, these are body mounts. A really fucking long one and a short double. We have this nifty little, I don't know what the fuck that's for. Oh, over here we also have, what do we got here? We have two. I'm not going to open this one because I'd like to hang on to this until I absolutely have to have it. There are shock spacers, shock standoff washers in here, as well as a spur gear and two outer differential gears, the outside of your diff. So that's cool. I mean, they are little, they are plastic. Shit is gonna break. So you got a few, in the box already. You got a couple extra screws, but I'm gonna point this out. Let's reverse back to this. This tree has a wing mount. Okay, can you see that? Should I don't know, fucking whatever. That's a wing mount. Washers for the top of the wing, the brace for the middle of the wing. Now this truck don't have a wing, but I tell you what does. Now, get a close look at that. Did you see that? My lighting sucks. We'll see how it comes out in the video. Now you look at those wing mounts. Now, I told you the bumpers, the skid plates, and that little belly button right there. Flat on the buggy, extendo on the truck, right? Look what we got there. Let's see if we can, that's flat. That is the exact piece right yonder in the buggy. Now again, the monster truck, just put that anywhere. The monster truck has the standard belly button, the extrusion. This is the flat one. This is an innie, this is an outie. All right, so the chassis are not cut the same, but wait, let's move forward. Just because it's gear don't mean shit, right? Here are the buggy skid plates. You see that? You see that? Almost as if you wanted to do a conversion from truck to buggy. Well, you got all the shit that's different right there. Everything that I just pointed out on this chassis that is different from this buggy is literally in a spare parts bag right there. And I'm almost willing to bet that the reason they put this belly button cover right here versus the extruded one is the size of the spur gear. Now, those are some little tires compared to those tires. Weight, I'm gonna say, is close to the same. That one has a battery in it, this one doesn't. Oh, by the way, the reason this guy's $129.99 and cheap is because this is the no battery, no charger version. This is just the truck and the radio. There's no battery pack, there's no charger, which that's fine. These these run off Dean plug 2S batteries, T plug, the little red guy, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Dean's plug. And again, the battery size that goes in here is very small. You shouldn't have a problem finding a battery to fit, and you damn sure shouldn't have a problem finding a battery at an affordable price. Ow. I am having a problem getting the fucking body pins off. You weak bitch. Here we go. Fat fingers, little body pins don't work well together. I'm gonna take a zip tie, cinch on the end of it, cut it off. Oh, I got something to grab onto. Let me get my pasties. Wonder if these would fit over my nipples perfectly. I don't know. I lost my pasties. Son of a bitch. Don't look at me. Anyway, That was dumb, I know. Little flimsy, little on the thin side. I'm gonna guess 1.2 maybe. Hang on, I know you guys probably don't give a shit. Like, hey, it's a $120 truck. Just tell me about it and shut up. We don't need you getting out. We don't need you getting out tools, man. Well, you know what? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh my. It's actually very thin. Let's try another spot just in case. Let's get back here where it's a little thicker. Ooh, 0.75 millimeter thick body. It's not even 1 mil thick. That's I mean, you know, it's a little car. It should be alright. It should be alright. Again, Associated has all the things available, all the places. Just, you know, I just thought that felt really thin. And I guess for the truck, no more than it weighs, no more than what it is, it's not going to hurt nothing. I guess I could give you a size on the battery tray, couldn't I? Because this looks really short. Again, it is a 2S truck. You can go with the shorty packs, you know, very short. I don't know that you're going to get that much milliamp out of it going with a shorty pack, but let's see what we got here. Well, in my way. Let's try it this way. There we go. There it is. You have 100 millimeters long and 32 millimeters wide. So you have 32 width, 100 millimeters in length. That's your, which Associated does sell a battery specifically for this. I think it's like a 1600 milliamp, you know, 20C, whatever. The important part is it's a Dean's plug. All right, you can fucking duct tape a battery in this bastard if you want to and just blow it to shit. You know, it's whatever you want to do. It's your hobby. It's your fun. It's your truck. By the way, it's got LEDs. Look at my little headlights. Let's see if I can get them to glow. Oh, I may not have it plugged up yet. It is a Reedy power system. Like I said earlier, the SC300 brushless. What is this little bastard? It's like as big as around as my thumb. I don't know the specs on the motor, man. It's a little guy. Again, this is 14th scale. Again, it's Associated. It does have an aluminum, not your Ackerman bar. I believe that's what it's called. I don't know. The steering component is aluminum from wheel to wheel. So when you turn, it doesn't flex. Oh, look, see that? I got the LEDs to come on with a little quick flick. Residual juice feedback. Nice. You do have a little plastic baton servo in here. Baton servo is actually pretty good. They're damn fine for little micro servos. Your drive shaft and your spur are all encased in plastic. You're not going to get shit in there and fuck it up. I don't believe this motor mount has any adjustment to change the pinion, but I do know that we have these things called drills, Dremels, files, and good old ingenuity. So you want to change your pinion, you go for it, bud. You go for it. The dips do not feel like there's. I'm gonna assume there's grease in these, not oil. Again, it is a little bitty motor, little bitty truck. There's no drag, there's no resistance on them, so I'm gonna guess grease. by the gears that are in this bag. They do have some internal diff gears. They are plastic. I'm gonna guess it's all plastic. All plastic. Other than your tie rods and your Ackerman bar. And your motor mount. Your shocks are plastic bodied, plastic capped. Everything is plastic. We're in the world of plastic. Anyway, so I guess that fuck, that's what I was gonna do. So there's the truck. Let me do this. Can we see it? We see the truck. A little light on the subject, you know. Pretty neat little googe there. So it's really light. It's really light. Can't even. The shocks are oil filled. You know, they got oil in them. It's Associated. You get a little more from Associated than you do some other companies. That travel in the front kind of worries me. We got droop screws. No, we do not. Your shocks can bottom out on this truck. If you're going at it real hard, these shocks are going to bottom out before your chassis slaps the ground. So there's a high probability you're going to break a control arm or warp a shock piston and or break a shock tower. So be aware of that going into this. But hey, Associated sells aluminum shocks for this. You know, Associated ain't gonna like it, but I'll tell you right here, right now, the MJX, the Relarlo, the UDI, the LC Racing, these fuck, what else am I looking at? I don't just, you know, all your Amazon, your AliExpress, your cheap Chinese stuff that, you know, a lot of people hate on. Those shocks would fit real fucking well on here. Not that these are bad, they're just plastic. Your fronts are shorter than your rears, so you're gonna wanna mic those out. If you go to change those, I would not buy 4 of the same length because it's not gonna fit too well. Do the things you need to do before you just go buying parts. But if you can't afford Associated, and I don't mean that to be slanderous, I don't like the price Associated sells shit for either. So if I do break these, guess what? Some cheap ass Amazon shit is going on here shock wise. I mean, let's be honest, this little bitty motor, that looks like a, you know, there's a gap about that big underneath that motor before it touches that chassis. There's enough room in this chassis for a 2838 bigger can motor, you know, 4700 kV, maybe 5,000, something like that. Now, is it gonna just do a bunch of that? Absolutely. Speaking of that, if you haven't watched the unboxing of the UDI 1610S, the Snowclaw / dark steel / holy fucking shit, all it does is flip. I had to turn the power down on that radio yesterday to play with it to about 30 just to be able to get full pin out of it without it just it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's really cool. It's like $150, some shit like that. Go to Best Buy boxes, use RC Expats HK as your discount code, save you a little money on that, help a buddy out, you know. Just do the thing, and while you're at it, go watch RC Expats HK's videos. He's got a whole lot of new shit coming up, so you guys be on the lookout for his stuff. That's what I was doing. Fucking squirrel all over again. Yes. If you haven't figured it out by now, yes, I'm fucking mentally handicapped. The PC terminology is mentally handicapped. My terminology, get mad if you don't too, I'm fucking retarded. So this is the Associated Wolfpack 2-cell battery that you can get from Associated. Very skinny, very thin, very short. It is a 1600 with 30C discharge. You know, I'm pretty willing to bet, fuck, I don't have any of those batteries out here. Shit. Well, piss. what do we got here? Okay, here's all right. So a Gens Ace shorty pack will fit in there just fine. Okay, absolutely just fine. Yeah, wait, here's another option, just in case. These are the HBX, the high boxing batteries that come with them. Exact same discharge, 30C, 1600 milliamp, 7.4. Exact same shit, just shorter and a little bit wider. Even that will fit inside the chassis. So pretty much any of your basic 2S batteries are gonna fit. The small guys are gonna fit in here. I know that the Ovonic 2S will fit in here. On the buggy, you do have the same, but not different at all. The buggy's chassis just, slims out back here, and that's it. The body mounts are different. The shocks appear to be a little longer on the monster truck than the buggy. I could be wrong. I am mentally challenged, directionally challenged, emotionally challenged, physically challenged, fucking stupid. How about that? But everything else is an exact same setup. So we will show you the beans and bologna. Tell me that song's not a hit. Tell me you don't like that song, and I'll tell you you're crazy. There it is, the Reflex 14MT, the Reflex 14B, four-wheel drive, brushless, 2S, mostly plastic. Right now this MT is 129 bucks though. I would, if you paid attention to anything, I got a lot of shit. I got a lot of different shit. This is no different than the LC Racing, the tacked on, just the WL toys, the high boxing, the Red Cat, the fucking Doo-Ha. This is no different than any of that shit. But I'll tell you right now, this will fit in the backpack, this will fit in the truck, this will fit in the toolbox when I go to work. Shove, And if you piss me off, I don't want to do anything, or I feel like I need a break, rather than having a beer or busting one down and sharding up the world, we can pull out an RC car, man. We can go have some fun, some good, honest, clean, safe fun. So you do need a battery. Clearly, if you get a battery, you got to get a charger. However, if you get tired of this being in monster truck form, bro, they give you all the shit skis to swap it over to a buggy, except for body and wing. It gives you the wing mount, gives you the chassis pieces. You need tires. That's it. So that's pretty cool. If you get tired of this shit, you can go buggy. I'm sure there's some other bodies out